Hello. Today I'm going to talk about the burnout equation in America's teacher shortage crisis. It's part 1 and it is by CBS 10 News. I thought it was quite informative. Sadly my news, like how I receive my news, is mainly like I'll see like a title. It could be like through social media, mainly social media, and then I'll look into like San Diego Tribune. So what the video was talking about is that there has been an increased amount of outcome of burnout within teachers because of the post-pandemic syndrome, which is like an increased amount of class sizes and like the ratio of student to teachers. The students are apparently less engaged, I guess, because of their memory span. Also, 57% work more than before the pandemic. According to the data that they stated in the video, is that in average every week they work 6 hours more, and it's really difficult for the teachers to figure out how to keep the students engaged, and that's why they're putting so much more time than they used to before the pandemic. Approximately, according to the video, it stated that students fell behind on average 5 months in math and 4 months in literature. So if you're trying to teach third graders, they're actually learning like halfway through second grade. And then they also dove into the topic that black teachers earn $2,700 less than white teachers. And they also talked about a 2018 study that found that POC teachers took extra work without extra pay. An example of such is translation. Also, something that really stood out to me was 40 to 50% of teachers leave after the first 5 years because of how burnt out they are. Also, another one that really is kind of surprising and very relevant because we are in an education studies class is that half of the degrees that were being earned in education studies have dropped, and now students are deciding to specialize in other regions. So like example, myself, my degree is history and political science, but I do have a minor in education studies, and rather than me majoring in education studies, I have decided to take a different route just in case I do not like teaching. Trying to connect this with this class and how I used to go to classrooms, it's the truth. I have talked to teachers and have asked them, what is one recommendation that you would have to an incoming teacher? And their answer has always been, don't get burnt out. Do something you love because you will get burnt out. Don't make teaching your whole personality because you will be burnt out. And it's just quite shocking because myself, if I have worked before, I have worked the fast food industry, and of course I got burnt out. I hated every moment, and I can't envision someone that maybe one day was so passionate about being a teacher later being burnt out because of the lack of resources. Not only this, but I have asked teachers from different age categories, like how has the pandemic affected the kids? And just like this video, CBS 10 stated, the teachers have stated as well that it's so much harder to keep the students engaged and they're being overworked. I feel like different age groups have gone through different experiences, maybe because if you're like on the older side of the spectrum, you also had to get accommodated to the technology and how to become creative to it. Rather, if you were on the younger side of the spectrum, you were more tech savvy and you knew what to do, maybe going above and beyond for extra activities to keep students engaged. So I feel like there's just a whole spectrum, but at the end of the day, it is true. There is teachers who are burnt out, and there's also teachers who are struggling to want to go to class, as some in the interview said in this video. They stated, I wish there was an ounce of me to want to continue coming to school, which is quite upsetting because I want to become a teacher and I don't want to be in that position if it's 36-1 and you're really vouching for these kids, but the district is not really giving you the resources that you need. So that's my video today.